Hi, welcome guys. Welcome to another episode of Dental Practice Management. And today I have a very special friend. We went to school together. We went to college together. Dr. Parul Taneja, all the way live from Boston. Uh, and she runs Greater Boston Orthodontics. A very fascinating practice. If you haven't seen them on Facebook or Instagram, please do. Very interesting quotes, and they're not all about orthodontics. So that's a fascinating part about how the content goes. So Parul, thank you for taking time out. I know we tried doing this and this time difference and all that, but finally we are here. Today, Parul, what we'll do, you know the format, right? How we go about it is we try to
Very well.
learn. You've seen quite a few of the other videos, but like we try to learn from all of you. We started together, but I left in 6 years, and the rest of you continued, and you run practices for about 17 to 20 years, depending on how much.
My track record is not that long. We are younger practice because, I'm an expat here.
Correct.
You can't incur business loans until you're a resident. So that delays the process. So I'm a younger business owner, just as old as the rest of you guys, but just a little younger in business.
All right, excellent. So what we want to do is to understand, what were the key decisions you made, that has brought us to this position. So my first question to you, and the most critical question is, what are some of the critical decisions you made early on, or you made them at the right time, that has led you to this path today, the path to success?
Okay, so I have had time to think about this, as you know. So the first thing I would say is patient experience. And in my view, this is a modern replacement for what used to be called the spirit of service. Patient care is the axis of our existence. And it is incumbent on us that we are able to convey this to anyone walking into the practice with sincerity. The sincerity cannot be missing. This is not something you can fake. This is not something you can pretend about because people can detect it, they can feel it. This is totally about why a patient is there. It's about their dreams, about their health, their looks, their aspirations. And our goal is through our soft skills and clinical ability to deliver this to the patient. Patient experience has many different layers, many different flows, and it has to be crafted very carefully. It is the unique signature of each practice. You need to look deep inside yourself and decide what you want it to be for your office. I'm going to illustrate this with two examples. It makes it more tangible to understand. Patient experience begins when a patient picks up the phone and calls your office, that first appointment. Who is answering the phone? How are they answering the phone? Are they taking information? We have intake forms here which require a name and date of birth and what insurance do you carry. Are you listening to the patient? Are you trying to understand, who this patient is? Is it a busy professional? Is this a mom with 3 kids? And are you going to be able to accommodate her? Are you going to be able to give her an extra layer of comfort during that treatment you're going to render? So these things are extremely important. I'm going to say this many times as we talk. Nothing is a one-person game. I'm nothing without my team. So all of us together are geared into this. This is our driving force. And the second thing I'm giving you an example with a phone call. It is also an opportunity for you to share about your practice. What are you about? This interaction is going to set the stage for what comes next. Are you paying attention to this, or are you, really about marketing and getting a patient conversion in and not really bringing that spirit of service, which we are truly trained for? We are here to serve. That needs to be in every aspect of your daily operations. Another thing that we do in our practice, our new patient consult is 1 hour long. It is free of charge to the patient. And we take the time to give them a lot of details about their treatment. When a patient leaves my practice after the initial consult, they are armed with all possible information and treatment options, whether they like aligners or lingual braces, apnea, surgical options, TADs. And at this point, no money has changed hands, but this patient who's leaving has unfettered access to my practice, my treatment coordinator, whether they have follow-up questions, and we will, sorry about that, and we will help them. We don't care that, I have sent 5 emails and nothing has happened. And this does a couple of things. You're providing a service, you're serving because you're educating the patient about their health, which is extremely important. As a population, we need to become more educated for better quality of human life. The second thing you're doing is you're a spokesperson for your profession. The media is not kind to us. When you do this, as doctors should do, we are doctors, we are not tradesmen, you are elevating your profession to where it belongs. And that is very important to me. If you do not contribute with literature and peer reviews or lecturing, this is the one thing you can do. You're contributing to your profession when you are educating a patient. Just that in and of itself is a big deal. It has rich rewards. We never started this process looking for those rewards, but how many times do you see Google reviews, 5-star reviews after a consult? We have them. We have them because of just that one experience that the patient will have with us. I don't have to wait for a debond appointment. That treatment happened, it was great, and now we are giving a review. So every interaction is an opportunity for you to serve. There are a lot of people who are in dentistry and medicine, and they look at the bottom line and the profits. That's important, it'll come. But if you're just about making money, there are faster ways, easier ways. So to me, this is the soul of a practice, is the soul of the profession. And that for us is our driving force. We are genuinely passionate about our patients. So that's number one.
Excellent.
Passion. This is not in vogue anymore, but that drives us.
No, I kind of agree with you. I think the more you offer, I mean, the value that you bring should be more than what they pay for, because that's when, that kind of relationship develops between any customer and an organization, in this case, a patient and the clinic. And I think that's a very important lesson. We always try to equate value equal to the monetary gain, but there are so many intangibles that come along with the value you deliver, right? You
So
must
I call this building capital, the intangible capital. And it is my goal to build in many places in my life, and that can be another conversation. But Linus Pauling, who lobbied, and that's why we don't have an H-bomb and we are safer as a world, he said, do unto others 20% more than they do unto you to correct for subjective error. And I think internally that is the goal you should carry as a doctor, as a human being, if you can't do it all the time, but I think it's a good reminder.
Yeah, and Linus Pauling as in the Nobel laureate, right?
I don't know if he has a Nobel Prize, but if it were not for him, and he was troubled by the Senate many times, he actively got the scientific community together to stop the fabrication of a hydrogen bomb. We've done enough with the atomic bomb, like we have Chernobyl and everyday fears around nuclear reactors. So, safer world. And he was, the driving force was his wife was apparently more intelligent, a better mathematician than him, but had more of a social soul. So look up Linus Pauling, guys. He's a very interesting man.
That all the case everywhere. The woman is smarter than the guy.
I wouldn't say that. I think it's teamwork.
Understood. Okay.